Welcome to this training video on how to create a new room type. Once logged in, we will come to Site Information, click the plus button to drop down the full menu, and then click on Rooms. We will then scroll down to the bottom of the Rooms page where we will see the Add a New Room Type link. First, we need to check the display tick box. This will ensure that it displays on the website once you have saved your changes. We then enter our room name. Once we have done the room name, we can update our custom URL. So we can either click on the auto button, or you can simply type in your own custom URL. We then have our room brief description. This is a short selling message to encourage the guest to click to read more. And finally, we have our full room description, which of course will have all of the information about the room type. Next, we need to upload our images. So we have media type 1, which is your hero selling image. So you need to ensure that this image is your best selling image for the room. We click the image tab, click browse, select the image from your computer and save. We then have media type 2 and 3. So we do the same for these ones. Click image, browse, select the image, and we are done. Finally, we need to add the bedding configuration. So for this room type, we have 2 king beds. We then need to enter the maximum guests in the room and then update now. Please note that you can't save the page until you have added the maximum guests for that room type. We now need to set up this room type on the booking engine. So we come over to Management and we click on Room Types. We then find the room that we have just created and we click on our Properties page. First, we enter the room code, which is an internal room code used at your property. We then have our allocated quantity. So this is the default number of rooms that you have available for sale on the booking engine. This can, of course, be overridden on the calendar manually by either yourself or by your property management system. We can then set up an alert quantity. So first you can set up the number of rooms that will trigger the alert email, and then you can type your email address in here. Now we have our hurry quantity. So we set the number of rooms that will trigger the hurry message, and then we type our hurry message in here. This message will pop up as a little hover text when people are hovering on the booking grid. And finally, we have our no availability option. So you can choose the term that is displayed up to 4 characters. We then put in our sold hover text. And then we can choose our sold icon. We then have our booking confirmation message. This will display on the booking confirmation at the end once they have checked out, as well as on the email that they receive. And then we click Submit to save. Now, if your room type has different options for bedding configurations, you can set these up on the booking engine for the guest to choose. We have our bedding allocation instructions text, which is here by default, which you can, of course, override. And then here is where we can add our bedding options. So we just simply click the Add Bedding Option button. And then we can type in our alternative bedding option for the guest to select from. So this room type has 2 king beds and it can both be split into singles, so we add a new option. And we can now do 4 singles since we've got 2 king beds, and then we click Update. Okay, so now we have 3 different bedding options for the guest to choose from. You can also select which one is the default, and you can also delete if you no longer require one of them. We come back to our room types page. Now you can reorder the display of the rooms by simply clicking on the move icon and then dropping where you would like it to be. It will save automatically once you have dropped it. If you have any issues creating a room type, you can always contact our support team, who are always more than happy to assist.